Every journey starts with a step, leading to unknown destinations. An adventure of the soul, mind, and body. A holistic pilgrimage. Start your walk with God.
Hello, family of Community Without Borders. Today we reflect on a story of invisible victory, taken from 2 Kings chapter 6, verses 1 to 6 and verses 15 to 17. These two moments, the floating axe head and the unseen army, are not separate miracles, but two movements of the same divine melody. One happens in the calm of daily work, the other in the panic of war, but reveal one truth. God's power is always present, whether the need seems small or overwhelming. In the first scene, Elisha's disciples are cutting wood to build a place for their community. Suddenly, the iron axe head slips off the handle and falls into the Jordan River. The worker cries out in distress, "Alas, my master, it was borrowed." What a deeply human moment. A man worried about losing something that wasn't even his. Yet, Elisha stops, listens, and acts. He asks calmly, "Where did it fall?" Then he cuts a stick, throws it into the water, and the iron begins to flow. This small miracle is more than a recovery story. It is a sign of God's attention to the details of our lives. The God who created the heavens also cares about a borrowed tool in the hands of a humble worker. He restores what has been lost. He is not only the God of great victories, but also the God of small recoveries. The same Spirit that parted that Red Sea makes iron rise from the riverbed. The floating axe head speaks to us today. It represents the moments when we lose strength, vision, or our sense of calling. Those times when our tools, our gifts, our hope, our faith seem to sink beneath the weight of life. The water symbolizes the deep places of discouragement or pain, and the stick that Elisha throws into the river, that piece of wood, points us to the cross of Christ, the wood that touches our wounds and makes what was lost rise again. When the cross touches the waters of despair, the impossible becomes possible. Heavy hearts float again. Buried dreams rise to the surface. Grace defies gravity. And then comes the second scene. Elisha and his servant are in Dothan, surrounded by an enemy army. The servant is filled with fear and cries out, "Alas, my master, what shall we do?" The same cry of fear echoes from the first story, but this time Elisha responds differently. "Do not be afraid, for those who are with us are more than those who are with them." Then he prays, "Lord, open his eyes that he may see." Suddenly, the servant's eyes are opened, and he sees the mountains full of horses and chariots of fire surrounding Elisha. What was invisible becomes visible. The true reality of God's presence is revealed. Here, we find between the two miracles, the God who lifts what sinks is the same God who surrounds what is threatened. That same divine power that recovers what is lost also protects what is in danger. When faith opens our eyes, we realize we are never alone. The invisible victory of God is already surrounding us. For many of us in Community Without Borders, immigrants, workers, seekers of hope, these stories speak deeply. Some of us have lost something in the waters of life, a job, a dream, a sense of belonging. Others feel surrounded by invisible pressures, fear, discrimination, or exhaustion. But God's word today says, do not be afraid. The cross still touches the water, and the hills around us are still full of fire. Even what has sunk can float again. Even when we feel surrounded, God's unseen forces are already at work. The invisible becomes visible through faith, through community, and through love that refuses to sink. So, wherever you are today, hear God's question. Where did it fall? Bring your loss before Him. And then listen to His promise. Those who are with you are more than those who are against you. May Community Without Borders continue to be a space where faith opens eyes, where the lost are restored, and where the invisible victory of God becomes visible in every heart.
Está por venir, el Señor tiene un plan para